Hey everybody, Curious here. Welcome to the Hunter Call of the Wild, the franchise that started it all for this channel. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wait a minute, didn't the Long Dark start it all for this channel? No, it did not. The Hunter did. Specifically, the Hunter Classic. And before there was a Call of the Wild, the Hunter Classic was just called the Hunter. And they had themselves a little competition for a new animal they introduced, which was the black bear, to see who could make the best online tutorial for it. I entered the competition, I won, and a YouTube star was born. So this is just a really great game. It's relaxing, it's calming, it's beautiful, it's challenging, and it's always something new. Every time you go out for a hunt, you never know what you're going to find, and maybe it's going to be that one rare animal you've never seen before. So let's get into this. Let's do this. So I'm going to reset my character and lose all my skills and equipment and things like that. So we're going to do that. Let's set it up here. Get ourselves a... Yep, that looks pretty good. Let's pick our reserve. There's a lot of reserves here. There's a lot of new reserves. I haven't played this in like 3 years. So I know some things have changed, but there are a lot of new reserves. I'm going to start with Layton Lake District. Layton Lake District provides hunters from all over the world with a taste of the untamed wild. With few traces of civilization, located in the Pacific Northwest, the area is predominantly covered by spruce, larch, and aspen forests, rocky mountain slopes, and marshlands in between. Plan your hunting trip carefully before taking on some of the most sought-after game like the moose, the black bear, the Roosevelt elk, the white deer, the coyote, and the black-tailed deer. Let's get started, shall we? And we'll get through the tutorial, the obligatory tutorial, and then have some real fun.
Welcome to the Untamed Wild. Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. I've been hunting here my whole life, and I still don't get tired of this place. Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
All right, so here we go. A little bit of familiarization here on the left. In my hand is the Hunter Mate, which is basically just a smartphone with mapping software, and it also keeps track of the mission. So right now, the first steps mission is being pushed to our phone by Doc. Track down and harvest your first animal. We can accept that. There we go. And then it's going to show us what things we need to do, what tasks we need to do in order to accomplish that mission. So we need to locate a track, then shoot an animal, and harvest an animal. So it doesn't have to be done in that order, but also shows the time of day and what region we're in. Over here to the bottom right, you're going to see the compass. Shows the direction that we're traveling, obviously, and the green cone shows which way the wind is blowing. So the wind is going behind us. It also shows what we're carrying over there to the right of that, which right now is the smartphone, which is the Hunter Mate. We're going to switch over here. You can see we carried a rifle. Here's going to be binoculars. The next thing's going to be like a lure, a jackrabbit collar, for coyotes in this particular case. Underneath that is a little health bar, that green bar. It's not like a game where you actually need to, drink and eat and sleep and things like that. But if you do run into something like a bear or moose or some sort of large animal that can actually hurt you, you do need to be a little cautious of that, because if you corner them or just startle them, they might charge you. And if you're tracking or you're trying to do something specific, if you get injured enough, it could cause you to go back to the cabin and have to restart. It's not going to kill you. You're not going to lose all your skills and all your equipment and have to go find your dead body and loot it. Nothing like that. But it does just make it so that you can't be so reckless in the game that it sort of breaks immersion. Underneath that is the heartbeat monitor. So obviously it's going to monitor how jacked up you are from running or from holding your breath or jumping or something like that. And it will affect your aim until it calms down a little bit. Next to that is the visibility meter, which basically shows how visible you are in your environment right there. I'm a little bit more visible than I was when I was prone, and if I stand up, a little bit more visible. If I jump, it would be like a full eye. I'm super visible. And then next to that is just a sound monitor to show how loud I'm being. So right now I'm being pretty quiet. So we're going to take a look at this track. There we go. Accomplished that task. And from here, as you can see, it gives a little bit of information there. It tells you the species and some other information about that particular animal's track. We can also skill up that, and it'll show things like weight and give more information in addition to that. So now we need to shoot an animal and then harvest an animal. So let's go ahead and do that. We have ourselves our tutorial deer right in front of us, conveniently placed, not moving at all, just waiting for certain death.
Use your binoculars to get a closer look.
So he wants me to use binoculars just so I can get a spot in. And if you spot an animal, it also helps with experience points, which then, makes it easier for you to skill up certain skills. So let's go ahead and spot this. There we go. Whitetail deer. It's traveling. It's a female. It's trivial. It's not a very particularly rare deer at all. It's very, very...
Be sure to aim for its vital organs.
Yeah, there's a
lung shots mean quicker kills.
animal call there. So that was a blacktail deer vocalizing. It's a mating call, not a warning call. A warning call is if it's startled. Mating call means that I could call it in using some lures, possibly. Not always guaranteed, but yeah, if it's a warning call, you're not going to be able to pull it in with a lure.
Gentle now.
But that's a little bit beyond what we're trying to do here.
Breath to steady your aim.
So I'm zoomed in here. We're going to take a nice deep breath here. There we go. Got a shot off.
It's bleeding, so that's a hit. Follow the blood trail to find it. Shouldn't have gone far.
All right. So a lot of times what I like to do is I don't like to necessarily follow it too closely because then it'll just keep being pushed further and further on across the map. It looks like a pretty large blood, crime scene here. What I do like to do is just sometimes just wait here for a minute and allow it to bleed out, and then it'll bleed out like a few hundred feet away. Ideally, I would like to drop it right where it stood with a heart shot or a double lung shot, something like that. So let's examine this. We see the footprints. That was it walking.
Often slightly bigger than the blacktail, but they're quicker to flee if they sense danger.
I can't get to the blood because it's sort of covered. It's got two tracks on each other. But what we can do is we can see that it went right through here, through the grass, because the grass is all beaten down. That's one thing I do really like about this particular game over the Hunter Classic, is that I can knock down the grass, and animals will too. So what we're going to do is we'll go up here. This is probably going to be pretty fresh scat. There we go, droppings. Fresh. If we go through a tree or there's some bushes, it's going to make a lot of noise. Something you might have noticed down here in the bottom left and on the Hunter Mate.
Sounds like Richard's going to need a helping hand.
I don't know who Richard is, but that's awesome. So he's running now. Obviously, he's been shot. He's freaking out. So we're going to go through here as quiet as possible without disturbing.
Sorry.
Cracking too many
full-blown survivalist
branches.
fella living out here all year round. Richard Hope. He got in a bit of trouble, it seems. I can fill you in on the details later.
So we'll take a look at this blood, see if it's organ blood, a vital hit, or something like that. Bleed rate medium. It didn't say organ, which isn't ideal, but it's okay. So it went this way. As you can see on my Hunter Mate, it gives me a little cone with a blue, sort of shaded in blue there. And what that shows is where the next track's going to be. It can be anywhere within that. So there we go. So on and so forth. Something else you might have noticed before I got interrupted by Doc was my mini-maps now turn sort of like a purple, like a light purple or reddish color.
Did you hear that? Calls are really helpful when locating an animal.
So that's a moose mating call. Can't tell if it's male or female. Just know it's a moose mating call. But yeah, it's sort of a reddish purple, and what that means is, let me get to the map here. That means that, so it's a previously spotted whitetail deer, and it's showing my tracks so far. It's showing that I've pressured this area because I fired a shot. So animals in this area are going to be less likely to be lured in. They're going to be a little more vigilant, and they might have even fled the area. Over time, this will return back to normal, just like the same color as this. But right now, it's probably not the best place to go hunting, actively hunting. I think this is our deer up here. I think it's dead. I think it has dropped. Yeah, it's dead. So that's our deer. We're just going to get up. Since we pressured this area, I'm just going to run up to the deer, harvest it, and move on to the next mission. The next tutorial mission here for us. So let's get our hunter mate out here. Looks like some fog's kind of set in. It's kind of getting hazy. We also want to get at least 3. It used to be 3 tracks, and then you get credit for a track on that animal. Get some experience points.
But not when on a hunt. The animals will hear you coming a mile away.
All right. So, yep, confirmed trophy. Here we go.
There are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
I'm not sure why it didn't say organ, like vital hit, because that is a vital hit. The left lung is a vital hit. It gives information about the animal over here: female, size, common, tracking distance. Ideally, we want that to be 0. Maybe we want it to drop right where it stood. Over here, it shows information about the shot, what fired the bullet, what type of bullet, distance, weapon score, and so on and so forth. If we have follow-up shots, it'll stack them here, and it'll show what the next shot would be, the next shot, so on and so forth, and what particular organ. It'll also show, it'll show the ballistics trajectory arrow going in multiple directions if you have to take multiple shots. So we can't afford to pay for a taxidermist right now. We only have 444 M's, or cash, whatever you want to call it, and it requires 2,500. So let's just go ahead and accept this and move on to the next mission. There we go. Next mission, getting the lay of the land.
You're stuck in an animal to avoid being seen.
So lookout point tutorial. That's what he's pushing to our phone. We're going to accept that. And I'm just going to run it. Basically, he just wants us to visit the lookout point. So the lookout point, you can probably see it up on the hill earlier. It's right here. So we're just going to go up the hill and go visit the lookout. That's all there is to it. Yeah, you can see it sort of coming up over the top of that cliff there. So let's run up here and see what the lookout has to show us about the area. You can get information about the local area, points of interest, and things like that from these lookouts. You can also go to different areas and unlock places to start your mission, cabins. At least that's the way it used to be.
Just remember to take a breather before shooting anything.
Alright, so we have this point of interest over here. We're going to go explore it real quick on our way up to the lookout. See what this is about. I'm not too worried about hunting animals right now. That's not what the mission is. I'm just trying to knock out this tutorial section pretty quick for us here. A warning thump from the jackrabbit. They heard me coming. So they're thumping the ground there. Also, rain also helps cover the noise, your noise signature. So we'll inspect this. It's a written note, some sort of little monument here. Left this note here for someone to find whoever you are. Walk in peace. Go north to find the closest outpost. Can't miss the curious tombstones close by. Okay. So lore unlocked. It's been added to the codex. You can go here. Unless they've added it in the last 3 years, there's not active trains. So you got Belmont Railroad, Belmont Lake, and Lookout Point. So, all right, we're going to head on up to Lookout Point. And that was a quick rain shower, wasn't it? All right, fine by me. I like on the ground, it kind of got a little glossy there, indicating that, it's wet ground from the rain. I've heard that they've added ATVs since I played last, which is kind of cool. So I think I have to... It's downloadable content. I think I have to pay for it. But, if this series takes off enough, I'm not going to have any qualms about spending some cash to get all the goodies. Keep the series going. So yeah, leave a like. If you enjoy it, leave a like. But this is a nice, easy one for me to just sort of decompress and chit-chat with you guys about whatever's going on and have a little fun while we're doing that. Yeah, there's just the water. You can see how it started glossing this little muddy, rocky area up here on the path. So this is the lookout point. Kind of looks familiar. Alright. I wish it was a little more clear and wasn't so hazy. We'd be able to see way off into the distance. But it's a bit overcast at the moment. Alright, let's take a look here. Should give us a nice little... I think there's a little cutscene here.
Would you look at that view?
There it is.
Never gets old, I'm telling you. From up here, you can see a lot of great hunting spots in the area. Valmont's not only where Hope set up camp, it's also famous for the railroad bridges along the old North Pacific line. Keep an eye out for them if you can in between blacktail hunting. Or why not use them as vantage points? I once bagged a whitetail from the Runaki Bridge. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
Yeah, so these outposts is basically where you unlock areas where you can start hunts from. So if I want to, I'm gonna probably head over here first. Actually, let's see what the mission is. It's probably to go over here. Let's see here. Outpost tutorial. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Stocking up. Visit an outpost. So what we'll do here is we will go over here, put a marker down. How do I do that? There we go. Right click, place waypoint. All right, looks good. You can actually go inside these. So you can go inside here. There's nothing really to be had. It's just kind of interesting, kind of neat looking. Looking for your dream lodge. There you go. Building dream lodges, huh? If I had a dream lodge, it would look exactly like camp office in the long dark. Plenty of firewood. Definitely don't have any problems with that. Check out that pot. Wonder how many gallons of water I could cook in that. All right, and all these cabinets to loot. All right, let's get out of here, guys. But yeah, so pretty amazing hunting grounds here. Basically, as far as the eye can see, I can pretty much hunt that. Anything that I can see from up here, no problem. Hunting lodge doesn't look like it's too far. Only 300 yards that way. Look at me going all metric. My American ass going all metric on us. I know. I wish we'd switch over to metric system. And then I wish I'd go through elementary school again to learn it properly. Alright.
Careful. The underbrush can be a bit noisy this time of year.
I'm not worried about that right now.
Well, here's you approaching. You better believe it'll turn tail and run. Or worse.
Yep. Or attack you. So, not worried about the animals right now. I just want to go ahead and... That's probably not the safest choice, is it? Let's not do that. I just want to get these missions over with here, and we can do some free hunting. Sort of set our own agendas. And it'll let you do that. I mean, no problem. You'll be able to go out and just say, hey, I feel like hunting this, that, or the other. And go after it. Equip yourself properly and go get it. They also have archery in this too, which is really cool. So I really like bow hunting a lot. I think they had, last time, unless I'm mixing it up with classic, they should have the longbow, recurve, and even crossbow, right? Compound bow as well. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's our lodge here. At Outpost, you can buy new equipment, take on challenges, and rest. So if we want to leave at a certain time of the day, we can do that here. We gotta put the flag up the flagpole to lay claim to the outpost. And yeah, here we go. Man, what a nice spot, right? Goodness gracious, how beautiful is this? Could you imagine living here? Whew. All right, got some experience points.
Right. You won't find a soft bed in many parts around here. Don't forget to stock up before heading out.
All right, so if we want to rest, we just go up here. If we want to restock over here. So right now we got a new mission coming in here. Richard Hope, investigate tracks found at Hope's main camp in Belmont. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this waypoint here. And let's figure out where the heck that is. Where's that? Oh, Hope's camp's over here. Okay. So let's place a waypoint over there. And let's see here.
You know that guy I mentioned earlier, Hope? Well, looks like he's been having a bit of a problem lately. He's been camping out over at Balmont a couple weeks, but coming back last night, he found his camp turned on its head. Some food was taken, and apparently the place looked like it had been really messed with. I don't know if it was an animal or some tourist troublemakers, but I'm up in Topeka all day and can't look into it. Listen, I know you probably have other plans, but you're in the right neck of the woods, and I'd sure be grateful if you could just stop on by and have a look.
Okay. We'll do that. I think they're going to access our cache here. So this is what we have.
Showed up here 2 years ago. Said something about getting off the grid. I heard he lost his family in an accident while he was deployed overseas in the army. Hit the poor guy hard. I guess out here you only need to look out for yourself. It's easier that way. Not the most cheerful fella, to be honest, but he's earned his peace for sure. Let's find out whoever did this.
So as you can see, we got ourselves a skill point here. Let's go ahead and use that if we can. Is this where we do it? I'm trying to remember here. Backpack. I don't have a backpack yet. Clothing, we can change that up. Let's go back here to the store. I think I must have to do it from inside the codex. So these are all the rifles we can have here. I mean, we have all kinds of different styles of rifles. Handguns, shotguns, DLC obviously, and different bows at this point in time. I thought we had recurve and stuff like that. Different ammo types. Different sights. So lots of different sights. Handgun sights, shotgun sights, bow sights, collars, scents. Different types of lure scents. And also, where's it at? Should have the consumables. Yeah, there's a scent eliminator. That's what I was looking for. Different types of clothing. Different backpacks. So additional carrying capacity 6, increased noise, increased visibility. So as you can see, most of these increase your noise and visibility. Except for the fanny pack. Binoculars. We can get some more high-powered binoculars and also rangefinder, so we can dial in longer shots. So, all right, let's go ahead and open up our codex here. Let's see if we can use a skill point here. So I have one skill point to use, and I can either use it on stalker skills or ambusher skills. So scent tinkerer basically increases the number of amount of times I can use the scent eliminator, and it also increases duration and range and things like that for lures and whatnot. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do stalker because I want to know what tracks I'm looking at, so I know what's in the area. So I'm going to go with this first, try to max that out, and try to get it so that I can really identify these animals real well. All right, so it's going to take time, but I don't know why you'd reset your skills, spend money for that, but hey, I guess you could. I just add on more skills. Alright, so let's travel over to his camp. Over this way. I'm just pretty much going to go as the crow flies. Again, it sounds like there's probably a bear running around here, and I don't really have the right rifle for a bear at this point. You can also injure yourself if you take a tumble off something really tall. So I need to be careful about that. And off we go. Beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. Oh, something called out there. Mating call for a moose. I'm not really interested in call. I think I can see it. Hold on. Stand by. I think I see it out there. In the reeds. Cattails, maybe. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we got some points for spotting. At least we used to. It's just a habit I've gotten into. Follow 3 tracks if you see them on the ground, and every time you can spot an animal, try to spot as many as you can. Again, maybe something's changed in the game. I'm not 100% sure. So we're only a half mile away. We'll just kind of run it. Hopefully we can get across here. I don't want to piss off the moose at the same time either. Oh, is that another moose over there? There is another moose over here. Or a deer, I'm not sure which. I think it's probably a moose. Oh, it's a male moose. Nice. He's drinking. I don't really have the rifle to take down that moose, so I'm not going to use this because it's not really ethical to shoot a large animal that big with such a small round. Because you're just going to wound it, and I could kill it, no problem. I mean, I definitely could. It probably required 3 or 4 shots and a lot of tracking, but it's going to run around and suffer in the meantime. So, probably get a lot of experience points, but I kind of want to play this straight, you know? Visibility. An animal has seen you. Lower your movement speed and stance while using foliage or other objects to stay hidden. Visibility meter in the lower right-hand corner indicates how exposed you are. Yep. I got you. Not worried about that. We're making lots of noise. Running. Alright, let me back on solid ground here. There's the bridge he was talking about up there. It's a good place, good vantage point to see down into this valley. So there's a warning call from a moose. Where you at? You're down here somewhere. You still down here? Where'd you go? You're around here somewhere. Yeah, the one's still here. Oh, wait. Did it disappear? Nope. Just shadows. I'm just seeing shadows. Alright, let's move in here. To this camp. See what kind of clues we can find as far as what's going on with whoever messed up his camp. Kind of creepy. I feel like I should have my rifle out in case I startle a bear. Because it sounded like it's probably a bear or some pesky kids that tore up his camp. If there's bear in the area, I don't want to just have one out here devouring a fish and startle it. I'll at least be able to defend myself. So. It's going to do a reload too. There we go. No tracks yet. Haven't seen any tracks on the ground. Oh. Spoke too soon, apparently. What kind of tracks we got here? What kind of tracks we got here? Big bear tracks? Oh, yes. Black bear tracks. Heading that way.
Careful when hunting black bear. Not only are they unpredictable, but they also make very little sound and leave few tracks. You can sneak up on one without realizing it. Fortunately, they'll probably notice you before you them, and will keep their distance.
Very true. Very true. What we got there? It's a black bear vocalizing a warning call, so must have heard me coming, because I'm just sort of standing around here like this. Black bear are kind of tough to hunt. See if we can see him once we get up here. Kind of look down this way. I don't know if we'll... Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see him coming from there. There he is. Oh, I see him. He's making a run for it. There he goes. Oh, yeah. Come on, let me track him. I want the credit for the track. Or not the track, but the spot. I want the track credit for the spot. Alright. I still got to go up here to the... Where am I at? Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. Let's just keep going. Oh, the rain will help cover my movement and probably allow me to sneak up on the black bear even easier, which is not exactly desirable. But as you can see, he didn't want anything to do with me. He's trying to get away. He's warning everybody else about my presence. So... anyway. Let's get over here to Hope Camp. Alright, I'm starting to get close. I'm going to slow it down here. Try to avoid crashing through the trees from this point on. I guess going through these ferns isn't quieter. I thought going through the ferns would be quieter. Apparently not. What do we got here? Black bear warning call. Yep. So it knew I was there before I even knew it was there. Oop, that's not what I want. Let's see if I can see any movement down here. It's down here close. Looks like he is. There he is. I think. Nope. Those are just some trees. That's all. He's down there somewhere. That's probably the one that we're going to have to track. I don't remember this mission specifically, but I have a hunch that it involved a black bear or a bear of some kind. Again, unless they change their missions up. My scent's going in a good direction, though. Yeah, it wants me to slow down a little bit. I don't need to do that. I'll go track them after. It won't take them too long to reset. They'll sort of leave the area and then kind of go back to their own way of life. I'm going to go ahead and get my rifle out in case I come right upon one here. Cutting through this little wooded area here.
You're getting close. Hope mentioned seeing some tracks in the mud. See if you can find them.
Alright, let's see if we can find those. Take out your camera, press P, look through the viewfinder, take a photograph. So it'll be saved in my Steam screenshot library. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Let's see if we can find tracks first. I can find this camp. It is. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, I see tracks way up there. Wow. They're really glowing. They don't want us to miss those tracks, that's for sure. Okay. This question mark's probably going to be his camp. So I'm going to click on this here and just remove that waypoint. And yeah, there we go. Oh, we got a couple points of interest. It's like a nice little walkway. What's that down there at the end? Something. The grass. What is that? Just a puddle? Yeah, it's just a puddle. Okay. Alright. I guess that's probably going to be the same bear because they're blue, right? So it's probably the one that I hit the tracks on up here. And I have a feeling if we find droppings up here, it's going to be pretty old. So it looks like we have a hunting stand over here, or at least a place to potentially build one. You can get the resources and build your own hunting stands in this game. Certain areas. Alright. So this is Hope's camp. Alright. Richard Hope's meticulously built survivalist camps can be found across the Lake District region. When hunting is your main source of sustenance, it's very important to have a few safe havens to rest at. Okay. Very good. So that's been added. It's a landmark. Man.
Found them? Great. Snap some pictures for the record and see if they lead anywhere.
Alright, let's do that. I hit P here. Take out the camera. Zoom in, zoom out. Hey, listen, guys. That's a motorcycle going past my house. It's a 25-mile-an-hour road. That's why I'm going to be really happy when I move. The way the road's set up in front of my other house is like 2 S turns, where our driveway is, about less than 1/8 of a mile apart from each other. So nobody's going to be doing what I probably guess to be about 60 to 70 miles an hour past the house. But anyway, sorry. All right, take photos of the truck.
Yeah, definitely human. Looks like a troublemaker then.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't want you to go picking any fights, but maybe you could follow them and see where they lead.
I'm going to pick a fight. Have you seen what I'm armed with? I don't know why someone would do that. Oh, coyote. Should we call that one in? See if we can call that one in. But yeah, this is a 25-mile-an-hour residential road with parallel parked cars on both sides. And it's narrow enough that, you know, if you come upon another car coming the opposite way and there's a parallel parked car, you gotta yield. One of you has to yield and let the other one pass. It's just not, you know, wide enough. So, yeah, I'm gonna be really happy to be out of this area. It's hard to let your kids go out and play, not knowing if somebody's gonna be an idiot, wipe out into a car and, you know, go up in the yard and take your kids out. So, anyway. Here it comes again. Oh, he slowed it down. Oh well, outside of my jurisdiction. Very well could be. My kids could be getting up here soon. If it wakes them up. Listen. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's laying rubber or what. But he just shut it down. I don't have a window nearby. So, alright. Alright, well, I'm not seeing the... Wait, where's the coyote at? I just heard it. That's the other thing about the rain. It sort of muffles the calls as well. Wouldn't mind to get a coyote. That'd be alright. So we can call this one. They have really good sense of smell. So we're going to spray on some scent eliminator, especially since our scent's going basically that way. Kind of the direction he might be coming from. So this is sort of a good spot though. If he comes up through this area here, there's a nice wide field he has to cross, which gives us plenty of time to get a good shot. It looks like there's something hanging from that tree. Alright, I'm just going to creep nice and slow here. There we go. Oh, it's a warning call, so there he's on to me. Oh well. Need to be a little more savvy than that, apparently. Coyote knew I was there. That's how it's a little challenging, man. Some of these animals are pretty savvy. Especially the animals worth having.
And no more tracks, huh? Well, just leave it for now, and I'll see what I can come up with. This'll help, though. Thanks.
Alrighty. So that mission's over. Cash reward 2,500. Level up. It's going to get low. Take a look here at our level. Got another skill point. No, perks. Sorry, perks. Let's look at perks. Unlocks the ability to ready your next shot without leaving aim mode for rifle, shotguns, and handguns. So I can reload without having to drop it down. That's pretty good. I like that. And then what's the next one here? Breathing control. It makes that a little bit easier. Steady hands. Decreases the wobble in general. Zeroing. Can switch between different zero distances in addition to the default medium range zero on any weapon that supports it. So you get a short range zero and then a long range zero. Focus shot. Increases zoom on rifle when using iron, red dot, and a hollow sight. So no magnification. You get a little bit of a zoom. And windage. Able to gauge the lateral wind direction. Ooh, nice. It's kind of important. All right, so perk point. Let's go ahead and spend it here. And there we go. And then the next one's going to be increased ready speed after firing for all weapons. But we can skip over that and go straight to these if we want to for the next one. So, all right. So let's see here. Richard Hope, heard from Doc. You helped out at the camp. Thanks. Can you help out some more? Yeah, okay, we can do that. Why don't you try hunting down a whitetail or a blacktail? Go for a clean hit in the dark. I don't know what clean hit in the dark means, if that means dropping them where they stand or just, you know, a vital organ hit. I'm not sure. Okay, we can do both of those. So Doc 21, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the mission for Hope. Let's track that mission, make sure we're good there. Yep. So there we go. Okay, so we are following Hope mission 1. Find 3 footprints from 3 different blacktail deer. Okay. I reckon we can do that. Where do we want to go for blacktail? That's the next question. I guess we can just search around a little bit here, see what we can find. Never know. Let's see here. I think I'll probably head up here because this is sort of open area and sort of work my way around this way. And I might head up here to this lookout point. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Maybe unlock another cabin up in here. Lookout point will probably show me where the next outpost is in that particular area. So yeah, I kind of want to head this way. Not much going on over here, but hopefully when we open up into this clearing, yeah, it should just be through this. This should be the last bit of trees here, and then there should be a clearing ahead, kind of leading out to the lake. It's the lake in Layton Lake District, right? Trying to avoid crackling through these trees. That's not much of a clearing. It's just yellow trees. Let's see here. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to open up still. Still, no tracks. Oh, wait, do we have some tracks here? Okay. I just need to keep saying no tracks at all, because it seems like whenever I do that, I find tracks. Are these look like moose or elk? I'm guessing these are moose. See the little dots behind the main part of the footprint? Yeah, it's moose.
I noticed you're after moose.
No, I'm not.
Tough animals, I tell you. Be sure to bring the right caliber weapon to bring them down. Oh, and while their eyesight ain't too good, their smell is. So keep your scent and the wind in mind.
Yeah, more moose here. So yeah. Is that a trot? Trot means it's sort of halfway startled, but not like running scared quite yet. So I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to grab the poop up here, just so I get credit for the track. At least I think I do. There we go. Very old. Ooh, what we got here? What is that? That's a black bear calling out. Not interested in you right now, sir. or the moose. You guys are way too big for my caliber. I could probably use shotgun. I don't know if I have. That's black bear droppings. I could probably use. Let me go grab a couple of these too, real quick. So there's 1 track, 2 tracks, and a 3rd track. Again, I don't know if that matters. Maybe I'm just playing the game the old way. Times have changed. I'm just stuck in the past. I don't know. It's quite possible.
Keep track of where the wind is blowing. Animals will pick up your scent easily if they're downwind from you.
These are some bear tracks. This is like bear country over here, man. I almost think maybe I should just restart my hunt from where I first started at. And go from there. Let me take a look here. I'll see. I do want to get out here to open, though. Because typically, I found that this area is pretty good for deer. Right along the, the water source, basically. This can't be that hard of a mission, honestly. Wonder why he's giving me this mission. Doesn't seem like, why does he care? Why does Hope care? If I can find 3 footprints from 3 different black-tailed deers. It'll open up quite a bit. There are some areas where they completely open up. These look big again. Bear again? Jeez, there's a lot of bear in this area. Man, is this a different bear? Or is this all? Yeah, that's all the same. Okay, might as well grab these. He's going at a trot, so yeah, he knew I was in the area. It's pretty recent. Getting close to the water. Alright, I'm just going to kind of move out this way. Go straight to the water's edge and use that. There we go. I have a feeling the deer are going to be mainly on the other side of the lake, but maybe we'll get one that kind of came over this way. If not, no big deal. It's hunting, not shooting. What have we got here? We got some vocalization. That's a black bear. I couldn't hear it. I just saw the little sound lines so far off. So it's pretty far away. All right. There's our lake. Okay, what do we got here? More bear? Wow. Bear going this way. Stop. Well, too bad I wasn't looking for bear tracks from 3 separate bears. This is different bear tracks too. Wow. Okay, let's head on down here. Bet you we see an animal on the other side of the lake. Can I make it across there? I think I can cut across here and then come back through this area, which is fine. So you can actually, I think you can you fast travel? You can't fast travel. Wait, can I fast travel this one? Yes, you can fast travel to those. So we'll go over here and unlock this one as well. And see what happens on our journey over that way. Wait, there's some sort of track here in the water. What is this? like scat. What is that? It's a need zone is resting, so it's for mallards. Huh. I don't remember seeing anything about mallards, but that's cool. We can hunt ducks, huh? What's this? There's another one over here? Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Another one. 11:30 to 1400 is when I should be out here looking for them if I'm hunting mallards. Okay. Yeah, that's a big yes zone. So there's a lot of them out there. I'm just going to leave them be. We get the message. Now, when I leave and I come back, my map should show these. Like, they should stay. These tracks will disappear if I leave the game and come back, but these should stay. So, I think. Unless these change every time that it reloads. I'm not 100% sure on that anymore. Yeah, no blacktails over there. It does not seem to be the right region for them. Okay. Now that we've crossed, what we got here? Undiscovered. Something that's unknown down there. Outpost there. And this is a walkway that goes across, so we can actually cross on that, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, that's a path. It goes across. It's a walkway. So we'll take that on across. We don't have to go all the way down and around to the south. So that'll be helpful. We can holster that as well. Just sort of makes things a little more enjoyable, I think. Oh, we're on a path now here. We're on the path. Now, I've had good luck right over there in the center of the map, on the far side of the lake, finding deer right in that area. Like, just deer and bear all, like, standing in the same field before. Like, several herds of deer. Let's check them out here again. Yeah. Looks like I don't know if I can make... What we got out there? We got something out there. I think. What is that? Anything? I guess it was just the trees. Oh, there we go. He's just hanging out. Look at that. Resting. It's a rest zone. Yep, there's a bear. Now, if I had the right rifle, I could send it from here. And if I had a good scope, I could send it and maybe connect and drop the bear there. Then have to walk all the way out there and get it. But, yeah. As it stands now, I'll just take credit for spotting the animal. Okay, let's see here. Where am I going here? Okay, let's keep going this way. Scope out ahead of us here. There's the... I don't know if you can see the wood platform. It's right there. That's a wood platform that's going to cross the lake. So we're going to get on that. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing any... Okay, that looks pretty good. Not seeing anything in front of me. Wind is not favorable for me if there's anything in front of me. That's for sure. Probably have to use some more sun illuminator. It used to notify you when it wore out. I wonder if it still does that. I think it was good for like 8 minutes or 8 like real-time minutes. Not in-game minutes. I'm not sure. It's been kind of quiet, honestly, these last few minutes. That's why I like this game so much. It's like, you just never know. It could be like a really slow day for hunting, or you could be just tripping over animals by blind happenstance. But, yeah, it's always interesting to see how things play out. So we'll go up here and we'll cross up here. I wonder how loud this is going to be. Not too hateful. Not as quiet as a path, I don't think. All right, let me scope out the area in front of me here, make sure I'm not missing an opportunity. Get a better, wider angle here. Okay, that's where I'm going. And our bear friend is over here somewhere. He's over in this general area right over here. Yeah, he was resting over here. But who knows, maybe he got up and left. Not too concerned about him at the moment. Much more interested in the black-tailed deer, which should be probably up in this area of the forest, but we're going to go and unlock that outpost. So at least we can start there in the next episode. It looks like we're coming up on the hour mark, so. Here. Yeah, this is where we want to start heading towards. So I'm going to place a waypoint there. That's not too far away. 438 meters. Yards. I need to switch over to meters because I keep saying it. Oh, there's something in it. Well, what the fuck was it? What is that? There's something in it. There is something here. There's like a shovel. That's what it is. It's like a handle or something. That's interesting. What is this? It looks like an antler or... What is this?
Look at that. You found a shed. I've already got a big enough collection back home, so I've started selling any new ones I find. People often buy them for handicrafts, you know. Knife handles and such. I once sold a really nice moose antler for $500.
Dang, I'm in the wrong line of work. I need to be a moose antler salesman. Okay. Not much in the way of tracks or calls, for that matter. Got lucky spotting that bear.
If you want to stay busy on the road, I'd keep a lookout for sheds. You know, antlers that are shed by the reserve animals. They're rare to find. And very popular to collect.
Well, it sounds like that gives you a good reason to, excuse me, gives you a good reason to walk the entire length of the roads and the paths. I think they're going to be right on those, not just randomly found in the forest. That's what it sounds like anyway. Now, this is a nice wide open field. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one where we normally have pretty good luck hunting here. In this general area. But that might be for another episode. Unless we stumble upon something here in the next 200 yards. Alright, just get ready in case we bump into a bear, because they are over here, as we know. Pretty much everywhere throughout this region. Just a little more concentrated. Oh, out towards Hope's campsite there. Oh man, there's a lot of little trees here. These are gonna run through these, they make a lot of noise. So maybe we can just sort of shoot the gap there. There we go. Alright, so we found another camp. Nice. Set up here at this camp. What are you? Oh, are you a blacktail? You are a blacktail, you son of a gun. You knew I was about to end the episode, and you just had to go making noise. Oops, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Spray this down. Because my scent sucks right now. The direction of it absolutely sucks. Let's creep back here. Hopefully that was not a warning call because I was crashing through those trees. If it's a doe, it should come out. Now what I want to do is I'm going to obviously shoot this one, track it, and then kind of go back here and check where it was at and get some more tracks, so on and so forth. So we'll see if we can get one, though. I'd like to bring down a doe. Or a blacktail, not a doe. Not really too particular at this point in my character's evolution as to what exactly I'm hunting, just so long as I'm getting some experience. I like to give it maybe about 3 or 4 minutes before I try to use the caller again. They can come in from different angles. Sometimes it'll be a couple does that come in, and then followed by a nice buck. Like the buck kind of sends the does out to test the water as decoys, and then if they're not being dropped, then it'll come out. I think maybe I saw some movement over here. Stand by. Maybe. Maybe I didn't. Now if it was a warning call, it's not going to react to my lure at all anyway. But I can't tell. I don't think it was. It said mating, didn't it? I think it did say mating, so I think we're okay. Oh, what the hell's that? Mating call, another one. Okay, we're kind of surrounded. So we got at least one track here and one track over here. So the odds are there's going to be at least one more we can knock out this mission. This one's going to be a lot more favorable as far as scent goes, but my visibility here, my sight lines, kind of suck. So I'm going to have to, and I can't hear it that I'm crunching through the grass because of this rain. So I kind of wish the rain would stop because I'm no longer moving. Let's do another one. Okay, thank you. I could go accomplish the mission, but I kind of want to get the deer as well. Getting a little greedy. Because all it really needs me to do is go out there and see the tracks, and it doesn't care if it scares them off or not, but I do want to bring one down. Come on, man. Don't worry, the rotational movement does not scare them away. Now that might, but I am going pretty slow. Alright, well I'm going to take this outpost, and I guess I'm just going to go track this thing. They're not responding. Normally they'd be in by now. Alright, let's take the outpost and get credit for these tracks in the next episode. What are we at? We're at 104. What the heck? Let's just go ahead and get the tracks in and complete this mission. Let that be that. funny. Sometimes you'll see tracks right on your front doorstep. Here we go. Unlocked another outpost. There we go. Okay. Well, guys, you know what? Yeah, we're at 105. Let's go ahead and end this episode here. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. The Hunter, Call of the Wild. You all take care.